So, what is the surefire way to know that you were with a narcissist or to know that you were dealing with a narcissist? I'm going to explain today what that is. So, it happens frequently. Now, many of us who went through this and got the knowledge of narcissism, we know that we were dealing with a narcissist. But I think that a lot of people who deal with these people, they look back and they wonder. Maybe some of you are too. Was it really a narcissist? Was that actually what I was dealing with? Or was it just a bad person? I have another video. I think it's titled, Was it a Narcissist or a Bad Person? Or the difference between a narcissist and a bad person. If you want to check that out, because it's profound. The difference is profound. But oftentimes people wonder, and I've really done a lot of thinking about this. And I do believe there is one surefire way to know to 100% certainty if that was a narcissist or not. So before I get there, there are numerous things that can put pieces of the puzzle together. A lot of different puzzle pieces, and you can fit them together as time goes on, and then I'll get to the big one. But all narcissists, and I mean all, are going to triangulate you. They're going to bring in a third party, usually many times, often in the form of an ex, sometimes in the form of a friend. He's just a friend. She's just a friend. Or it could be a family member they have. It could be a family member you have. It could be their kids. It could be your kids. Probably some combination of all this stuff. The narcissist is going to bring other people into the mix, usually to pit you against each other, to make you feel insecure, to make you feel small, to compare you against an ex, to compare you against some dude at the grocery store you don't even know, to pit you against their children and you against your children. And this is nasty stuff they do. So they're all going to do that in some capacity. Another thing they're all going to do, I believe, I don't want to say 100%. It's not 100%, but man, it's really close. And the only reason there are exceptions is because there are strange situations sometimes where they might not do this, but virtually all narcissists cheat. They're chronic cheaters. One person is simply not enough for them. That's part of it. So they have to be constantly searching for other people, creating backups. Whether this is physical or mental cheating, physical's worse, mental's still cheating. They're both awful. Don't put up with it. But they're going to cheat, and they might do it, like I said, because they cannot be alone. They're not going to risk being alone. If your relationship breaks down, they must have somebody immediately sitting there to go to. And the more the merrier. The more people you have in the background, the more backups, the greater the possibility that you'll have somebody waiting there when eventually your relationship demises. It reaches its demise. That sounds better. But so they're going to cheat. They're also going to cheat because they want to get one up on you. They believe that everyone else operates the way they do. So if they're cheating, then you're cheating, and they want to get there before you do. So in case they ever find out you cheated on them, they can go, beat you to it, got there first, been cheating on you the whole time. That's the kind of attitude they have. Another thing that they will 100% all do is criticize and devalue and belittle you to oblivion. 100%, no question. They're going to take little pokes, little prods, little cuts and digs. And with a narcissist, particularly the covert narcissist, it really is death by 1,000 cuts. Or it's like having a giant python around you that just really slowly squeezes the life out of you. And it gets harder to breathe and harder to breathe as you go because they're little digs and cuts and slices. Sarcastic joking. You're dumb. You're an idiot. You couldn't even do this. You can't even drive. You can't cook. You can't clean. You're not smart enough. You're a bad partner. You hear all of these things and so much more. So if you're dealing with somebody who's highly critical, it's a very good chance they're a narcissist. Um, Love bombing. Another thing, and I think every one of these people love bomb. I'm going to do a video soon, though, about the nature of love bombing because it's not really often what you think. When people describe love bombing, They usually make it sound like it's sexual attention. It's just so much sexual attention. Well, sometimes it depends on what you're into. The love bombing takes many different forms, and it depends chiefly upon what they need to do to you. If you're all about sexual attention, well, that's what you're probably going to get. If you're about family, if you're about a career, if you're about you're going to get whatever it is mirrored back. The love bomb is going to be a mirroring attempt, but they're all going to do it. They're going to come on so strong in certain ways to butter up to you, and that's basically what love bombing is. It's mirroring on steroids. It's their strongest form of mirroring. So these are things you're going to get with narcissists, and I can mention plenty of other things. You're going to get breadcrumbed. You're going to get future faked, where they pretend to have something's going to happen. It could be one event. It could be a whole life. We're going to build this amazing life together, hon. Oh, babe, it's going to be amazing. Never going to come to fruition. But they'll also breadcrumb you, which is very similar. It's kind of future faking, where they sprinkle in these little things like niceness, goodness. Today we should do this, and let's have a good day. And tomorrow I'm going to punish you. That's the way that they do things. So you can put these pieces together, all right? But here is the biggest thing that I really believe, and drop comments below. Tell me if you think it is or not. You know you're dealing with a narcissist if you lost your peace. If you lost your peace in the relationship and or friendship or whatever it was, you're dealing with a narcissist. They are peace thieves. That's what they are. They steal all kind of stuff, but the biggest one they take from you is your peace. If you went into the relationship and you were in a good place, it was calm in your life, relatively speaking, and then I guarantee you they took it away from you. So think back. If you answer yes to these questions I'm going to pose, you were indeed dealing with the narcissist and who took your peace. Did you feel like an anxious mess around this person much or even all of the time, depending on how bad it got? Did you feel like an anxiety-riddled mess around this person? I don't mean a little bit. I don't mean this relationship is kind of not going the way I want. You know, I feel pressure on it and we have some bad times, and it's not what I mean. I mean, did you have an extreme level of anxiety, which probably involved rumination, where you're just constantly thinking about the person, spinning, 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 what they said, what you said. What if I say this? What do they mean by this? Every little text throws you off. Their phone calls throw you off. When you get that text from the person or a phone call and it's them, you get that, which sometimes is in the form of excitement. Other times is in the form of, oh my gosh, what am I going to get today? That phone rings on, Sunday morning at 8 a.m. and you see that it's them and you think, oh no. You just get that feeling, that anxious feeling. And they're probably going to call and rip you because you left a light on at their house, or your dog shed hair at their house, or whatever it was, because they wanted to blow you up that day. But you literally feel so much anxiety around this person, and it just builds. I would even argue that early on during the love bomb, which I told you takes many different faces, you still probably felt an anxiety. Days when you'd walk into the room with this person and you could almost cut the pressure with a knife. Like, something's off here. Like my spirit is warring against this person. Anxiousness. Another question. Did you walk on eggshells? Connected to this, did you worry about where you stepped? Every little thing you said. What you did bring or didn't bring to their house. What you did get or didn't get at the grocery store. Are you worried about making a suggestion? Were you worried about what you were going to have for dinner? What am I going to cook? What if they don't like it? And you literally just feel like you're tiptoeing around everything all the time. Oh gosh, did I slam the car door shut too hard? Did I open it too fast? Did she think I was supposed to get up there and open the door for her? Because we've been through that before. I'm supposed to anticipate her moves, and I'm not being helpful if I don't go and open the door and do this at the right time. And everything feels like you're walking on eggshells. And it feels literally like this big cracked puzzle where you're just constantly trying to keep it all together. And like, if I step and say and do just the right thing, you feel like you have to, because you know if you do anything to upset this person, even the smallest thing, that can literally ruin the whole day. Or more than that, or worse than that. You unintentionally cause problems constantly with a narcissist because they're looking for problems. They are absolute nitpickers about everything. So, yeah, walking on eggshells, you did it. If you did it, probably a narcissist. Another big one. And this guys, this is a huge thing. I know all of this is kind of connected, but there's subtleties. Did you always feel with the person like if it was going well, especially if it was going well for any period of time, you were just waiting for the other shoe to drop? You're just waiting. You think to yourself, after a while, when you're used to their cycles, you're like, things have been awfully good for a few days. It's been a good week. Like, we're borderline getting along. This is borderline a functional relationship. This is kind of nice. And in the back of your mind, you're thinking, what are they going to do? When are they going to blow it up? What are they going to what are they going to do? What text message am I going to get that's negative and condescending? What am I going to get that phone call? Am I going to get woken up by some absurdity today? Am I going to get a fight started at night so I can't go to sleep? Because I love to do that too. And you just wait on it. You know it's coming sooner or later. Because the one thing the narcissist isn't going to tolerate is anything stable. Anything consistent and steady, they're not interested. As I even heard one say, I thrive on chaos or in chaos. They prefer it. That's their mode. They get more supply and more stuff out of the bad, the negative, the dark, the chaotic than they do from the good. You're waiting on the shoe to drop if you want a vacation with them. Oh my gosh, we've had like a, a pretty good day and a half. Pretty good. No major fights. No major, it's coming. When's it going to happen? And guys, it always happens. When are they going to, like leave me at some place we're at on vacation? When are they going to go pack their bags up and threaten to go home? Yes, seen this stuff. When are they going to cause some sort of major catastrophe with the kid or kids? When are they just going to bull around all day long and give you silent treatment for no reason at all? Because their food wasn't good at one restaurant. And this is a waste of money. Well, I don't know why we came here. You're always waiting on it. If you got engaged to the narcissist and you had that just tiny little honeymoon period where you're newly engaged or say newly married, whatever the case, you know it's only a matter of time. Maybe 6 days in, 8 days, maybe you get 10, 12, and then they're going to do something catastrophic, like grab your phone when you're not looking and look through it and accuse you of 900 different things that you never did based on basically nothing. They're going to do something like that. You can wait, you can just bet on it. It's coming. If you have a holiday coming up, first of all, they're probably, at least in my experience, they're probably going to destroy that holiday before it ever gets off the ground. Like, I just think I'm going to sit this one out. You didn't tell me what time to be there, even though you did like 10 times. You didn't tell me what time. I think I'm going to sit this one out and just stand your whole family up. Whole family's expecting them to come. No, they're not. They're not coming. And then you have to answer 900 questions about where is this person? Why aren't they here? Is everything okay? And they know that. That's why they did it. So you just are always waiting on the other shoe to drop. That is a sign of being with a narcissist. If anything is going well at all, you know it's going to stop. It's going to break. Another one. and I'm almost wrapping this up. Were you afraid to voice your opinion? You get to a place with these people where you just feel paralyzed. You are afraid to interject your opinion or your view or your voice about basically anything. Because what if you suggest getting this for dinner and it's not good? What if you get certain ingredients at the store and it wasn't good? It wasn't what they want. What if you suggest, hey, honey, this is a nice phone. You're looking for a replacement phone. And Lord forbid they get that phone and it's not up to their specifications, which it won't be. You want to go for that test drive with a narcissist and help them pick their vehicle out? No, you don't. Because they're going to blame you if they don't like that vehicle 2 years down the road or the next day. You are afraid to say anything because you just learn that the quieter you are with this person, the less ammunition they have. And they'll still find things. Literally, if you never spoke at all, they would still find things that you said. If you never made any actions, they would still find things that you did wrong. These guys are the biggest nitpickers. They'll nitpick your clothes, the way you look, the way you do anything, your mannerisms, the way you drive, the way you do everything. Also, about losing your peace, your sleep probably suffered. When you're with one of these people, you spend so much time ruminating and you're so anxious, you get your cortisol levels up, you get every bad level of things up in your body because you're just constantly in flight or fight mode. You're just constantly worked up and anxious, and your body produces all these chemicals that it's not supposed to produce on a daily basis. You destroy your adrenal glands for a period of time. And so you're constantly just try going to bed with that. Your sleep suffered because you think about them, your levels are all out of whack, you're anxious all day long. Stress. They just put so much stress on you. So, in conclusion, did you feel anxious? Did you walk on eggshells? Were you always waiting for the other shoe to drop? Were you afraid to voice your opinion? Did you suffer? Did you lose sleep? In other words, what does all this mean? You lost your peace. That's what it means. You lost your peace. Jesus said, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for theirs is the kingdom of God." I did a video on that. The narcissist, theirs is not the kingdom of God. And I talked about this the entire video. That means if the peacemaker is going to inherit the kingdom of God, the narcissist is the most radical alternative to the peacemaker. They are the chaos maker. They are the chaos creator. And so you know what that means? Their kingdom is hell. If the peacemaker's kingdom is God's, then the chaos maker's kingdom is hell. So the narcissist, listen, this is such an important thing to wrap this up. And I mean, if you're dealing with anyone you meet, keep this in mind. I know I will. A person sent by God will increase your peace or at least maintain it. You either have more peace in your life because this person came into your life, which is probably what will happen, just like you would bring peace into someone's life. But at minimum, if you already are in a good place, they're not going to detract from that. A person sent by God, you'll keep your peace or you'll increase your peace. Someone sent from the devil, anyone, is going to steal your peace away. It's that simple. So guys, do you want to know if you're with a narcissist? My biggest thing, in my opinion, is if this person stole your peace away from you, it was a narcissist. Some other toxic person, but it was probably a narcissist. Because at the end of the day, you don't even need to make distinctions. Toxic is toxic is toxic. And these narcissists are the devil's minions. So guys, I hope you found this interesting. Let me know if you think you agree or not. What would be your one thing that you tell somebody? Do you agree with me? Do you have your own? I'm anxious to hear from you. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Come at you again with another one soon. Until then, keep your peace, and God bless.